I'm here to help you change from this into this. The modern age presents artists with a unique paradox, where we, on one hand, have the greatest reach potential, but on the other have our greatest chance of distraction. Our modern society poses many risks that could drain us of our well-being and vitality. Beyond this, artists are reduced to a 3-second hook content creator, trapped in a 9x16 abyss, lost amongst oceans of timelines. And beyond these societal expectations and pressures lies our greatest opposer, ourselves. I spent 20 years squandering my unrealised potential. I've condensed this suffering into a video so you don't have to. My name's Polymath. This is my individuation series, and this is 10 ways you're secretly killing your creativity. Imagine your creative output as the yield of fruit on a tree. Now, there are many things that can make your fruit rotten, small, or perhaps non-existent altogether. Number 1. Confidence atheism. Within your mind is the most complex 3 pounds of matter in the universe. Look around you, from the device you watch, the clothes on your skin, the seat that you sit, the building where you reside. Everything was first conceived in the mind of another human, no different than you. You need your self-limiting beliefs to be eradicated to make something truly lasting. The reason that words are called spelling is because they cast spells. If one believes that he is worthless, stupid, lazy, procrastinator, your unconscious mind will reinforce these actions. I want you today to start watching the things that you tell yourself in your mind. What does your self-narration consist of? Is the narrator a tyrant? Someone who belittles you constantly? Or is that narrator your friend? Because just as spells can cast you downward, they can cast you upwards as well. Case study. For 2 years, from 2018 to 2019, I wrote a 55,000 word manuscript novella called The Novelty Effect. I wrote this draft approximately 5 times, that's over 200,000 words I wrote. Because I did not believe my novella had any value, I put no effort into fighting the battle of obscurity that we all face in the modern age. So now it rests in the graveyard of Amazon's bottom tier list with no reviews. Don't be like me. Don't put your dreams in the graveyard. The clock is above your head. Tick, tick, tick. Fear of failure. A Latin proverb strikes to the heart of this creativity killer. It says that in the filth, it will be found. Imagine a musician, every time he failed a note or perhaps made an error in a score, if he was to double click on the way it made him feel, or perhaps think about the idea of, it's not for me, there's others that do it better than me. Indeed, it's where you fail is where you isolate your weaknesses and you know exactly where you need to put more effort in to be stronger. Failure is a teacher disguised in black, a disciplinarian, if you will. Who are you in this grand story we call life? Are you the hero? The jester? The villain? The martyr? Ask yourself, when you come across a failure or obstacle or hardship, what would the hero in this story do? We know that the hero slays the dragon. We know that the hero ventures to the heart of hell to rescue his father, and that if you want to save the world, you must be crucified. The allegories are endless. It's as old as the wall, the wheel, as organisms, because the truth is eternal. Failure isn't something that you should occasionally tolerate. It is the golden standard. It is success 101. You fail, you are rejected, and you suffer until you finally succeed. If it wasn't that hard, the desire and the actualization wouldn't mean anything. Perhaps you knew this, or perhaps you needed reminding. If you didn't know this, this is my gift to you. It will always be in your unconscious now. So organise yourself, gather the required strength, separate yourself from those who settle for shallow talk, circling around things that they might do in the future, those that gorge on the validation of strangers or familial nepotism. Reality is composed of two fundamental structures, that is space and time. Failure of this realisation is the difference between a dissonance and a melody, super voids and singularities, and yes, even death and life. One word spoken at the right time is an apple carved in gold, another could be the source of murder. We all live in seasons of life. We are not separate from nature, despite what we may think or feel about ourselves. We humans so often value industriousness and productivity, but by ignoring the counterpart, we fail to understand the true nature of ourselves, the universe and biology. Rest and production, or winter and summer, they are a symbiotic part of life. If you try to remain in one season of life for too long, it can have long impacting influences that stretch far into our life. I've spent a lot of my youth working myself into the ground, especially with exercise, and I always just thought more, better. And you know, there isn't many things in the world that can't be solved by good old-fashioned hard work. But we have to be balanced in life. Anything too far on the outsides of the spectrum, or anything that you're addicted to, or anything that is an outlier by definition, comes with great costs. An apple tree can take 7 to 10 years from sapling to mature tree before it brings its first fruit. Now, we wouldn't consider the first 7 years that it was complete inactivity and completely worthless, would we? There are many experts in the world. Everyone's an expert, it seems, these days. It seems you only have to read one book before you write the next. And they will always superimpose this hierarchy, almost subconsciously. It's almost presumed that we are the numbers of our bank account, we are the socio-economic station in our lives, and anything outside of this is almost irrelevant. And I also include ourselves, creatives, who usually assign value most to being a master at your skill craft. This is something that I feel as well. But we are human beings first, and human doings second. And at the halls of commerce and business, they are not the apex of human achievement. Always our societies cry, more. To sleep is to die, to ponder is exile, and to remain idle is the cardinal sin. Extroversion is ever more valuable than introversion, and to be static is terror. Only value fluidity, output, and industriousness. You may feel inclined to bleed your creativity, like squeezing juice from a fruit that has not yet ripened. Not only do you not receive the full rewards, but you destroy its ability to ever produce to its true potential. It's okay to have periods of rest, and on the altar of productivity, many other prayers are sacrificed. We must mature from juvenile delusions of immortality, and not only should we tolerate periods of low output, we should learn to understand its merit. Different people operate in different realms of competency. Our serotonin is governed by our perceived station in life. If you are a creative type, usually this means you value being proficient at your given medium or art. So it's natural to have that doom in the pit of your stomach when you feel behind in your goals. Remember though that there is no evidence to suggest that you are actually behind schedule in anything. Mastering the art of timing will not only allow you to create habitually, but without it you will never be able to conquer the ramparts of your magnum opus. Steinbeck says that it's one book to a man, and you might extend that metaphor to say that there's one magnum opus for every artist in his lifetime.